Last Friday, the Tesla board of directors announced a new edition of the Elon Musk compensation package. Now, this package could see Elon Musk paid out over $1 trillion in compensation. In this video, I'll be breaking down how that number happens and why I think the number actually might be a lowball and he'd probably get something closer to 2 or 2.5 trillion. With this plan, there is a number of shares that is attributable for every tranche. So there's 12 tranches in total, and to unlock that tranche, he has to meet 2 financial objectives. There's a market cap objective that needs to be met, as well as one of the operational objectives in that column that needs to be met. So with the market cap objectives, it goes 2.5 trillion, 3, 4, up to 6.5 trillion, and then it goes up in increments of 1, so then 7.5 trillion, and then 8.5 trillion. But what's more difficult with this compensation plan is actually the operational objectives. So with this, there's 4 key objectives, being 20 million cars delivered. You need 10 million active FSD subscriptions, 1 million bots delivered. So that's the Optimus robots or any other robot variants that they make in the future. 1 million robotaxis in fleet. And then there's also a series of EBITDA objectives. So with the last one being $400 billion in EBITDA annualized, that they have to hit 3 years in a row, essentially, at the end. So keep in mind that last 400 billion EBITDA, you can't have overlapping quarters there. So they actually have to do that for 3 full years to unlock that fully. Meaning that at the end of the 7th year of this compensation plan, Tesla needs to get to an annualized 400 billion EBITDA number. That's probably the most difficult part of this whole thing. If they actually hit some of these things, like 400 billion in EBITDA, that's crazy. For perspective, Nvidia at the moment is around 100 billion in EBITDA annualized. There's companies with the more EBITDA, like for example, Saudi Aramco is 200 billion in EBITDA, but they would have to basically double that. And Tesla at the moment is, it's around 11 billion in EBITDA, I think. So you kind of get a picture of how difficult some of these goals are, and they have to get that all done within the next 10 years. This is a huge increase in EBITDA that they need to achieve. Now let's get to what I said at the start of the video about how that 1 trillion compensation number is probably far lower than what Elon would actually receive at the time of this compensation plan. Because if they actually do hit 400 billion in EBITDA, which already sounds crazy, the market cap of this company wouldn't just be 8.5 trillion, because that would basically be like a little over 20 on a market cap over EBITDA basis. For a company like that, Wall Street is going to really pay up. So if they end up actually hitting that 400 billion EBITDA number, the market cap's probably likely to be upwards of 20 trillion even, maybe even close to 25 or 30 trillion. While they have these market cap objectives of 8.5 trillion, it's probably going to be way more than that if they actually achieve all of these goals. This is like when in John Wick, that guy was talking about how he gave John Wick an impossible task. That's what this situation reminds me of. Anyways, from what I've read, this vote is going to be going live on the 15th of September. So make sure you get your votes ready. Tesla stock is going to be a wild ride for the next couple of years. Please make sure to like and subscribe. It motivates me to make more content like this.
I gave him an impossible task. A job no one could have pulled off.
The shareholder value he created that day
Lay the foundation of what we are now.